Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Historic wet weather that hit California, and we're dragging remnants of that atmospheric moisture into the Beehive State. It's valley rain and mountain snow. Live view from the Alpine Loop just south of the Cottonwood Canyons, and the snow is coming down. It's not a surprise because we have winter alerts in effect for most of the mountains throughout the Beehive State tonight. As we look at the forewarned radar, active skies, hold on. Let's jump down to the south, where you're going to notice in the south central mountains towards Iron County, the snow is falling. It's rain into Kane County near Kanab. St. George now filling in with that wet weather all the way to the Iron and Washington County line. Eastern Utah stayed active and jumping up to the north. Mixed precipitation for the Wasatch back. Southwesterly flow does that, brings in mild conditions as well as a moisture-rich storm, which is what we're seeing. Rain towards Cache Valley in the Ogden Valley, over the lake, and towards Tooele and portions of Salt Lake County. It is soggy out there tonight, and that will continue for the overnight. Here's a look at some of the latest snow totals. We just got the newest numbers coming in the last 20 minutes, and these are 3-day totals. Alta at 17.4, Brighton at 16 inches, more than a foot at Park City, Powder Mountain, and Snow Basin. And this is a time lapse of what we're seeing in the south, an area under a winter weather advisory. Look at the snow. This video at Bryce Canyon, where tonight the roads are coated. Winter storm warning for the southern mountains. And that little purple you're seeing there, that's a winter weather advisory for Bryce Canyon country, expecting 4 to 8 inches there. We saw that winter storm warning extended to the central mountains, Wasatch Plateau, Book Cliffs, and the western Uintas. In the north, it is a winter weather advisory. Accumulating snow expected in the high country, and we just won't see quite as much south of I-80. We see more than we do for north of I-80. That's why those alerts are split that way. Upside of all this moisture, the snowpack. Love to see it. We really made major gains in eastern Utah, the southwestern corner of the state, and south central Utah from our last system late last week. And here we go again. We're sitting at 105% of normal for the snowpack, which is good news for our waterways. Speaking of water in the valleys, is straight rain, soggy conditions in Lehigh tonight. You can see that wet road and wet pavement out there. Precipitation totals over the last 3 days, really healthy numbers. Oak Springs at 9/10, close to an inch in Draper. Enterprise, backside of the Wasatch, more than 3/4 of an inch in Box Elder County for Riverside. Cedar City, Grand Staircase, North Ogden with more than 1/2 inch. Layton at 3/10 and Daybreak over 1/4 of an inch. Northern Utah will see the rain tonight, and as we head into tomorrow, satellite radar shows this push of moisture. We talk about that moisture that came into the south. We're pulling it through the desert southwest and into the Beehive State. 54 for that high today, way above average. Mild conditions with the nature of this storm. 58 in Moab. We tied St. George for high temperature in Salt Lake City. Southwesterly flow will do that. 40s for the overnight as we get through these rainy conditions that are out there right now. We will see the valley rain holding on for the overnight and into the early morning hours as temperatures stay above freezing in Salt Lake. We stay that way for the next couple of days. Our snow level starts to dip tomorrow. More westerly flow getting down to 6,500 feet to the upper benches by tomorrow evening. Northwesterly heading into Thursday. That could bring some mixed precipitation as the snow level gets close and flirts with the valley floor. Forewarned futurecast, we put this into motion. Eastern Utah, Wasatch Front, southern Utah still very active by tomorrow morning. This band will impact us through lunch for the Wasatch Front and then into central Utah for the afternoon. Soggy conditions with rain and mountain snow holding on, active skies, and overall we're looking at periods of precipitation for the next several days. We'll get a bit of a break in the north, but another 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch expected for our valley rain, and the snow totals are big. But we go a few inches on the benches as that snow level drops by tomorrow evening. Mountain valleys could get a little bit as well. Wasatch Mountains north of I-80 looking at 5 to 10 inches. That's healthy enough, but south of that, 10 to 20. So the Wasatch south of I-80 getting really good numbers, 1 to 2 feet for the Cottonwoods, 8 to 16 in the central mountains, and 15 to 30 in the south. That's where an avalanche warning has been posted through Thursday morning. We won't see a drier trend until we hit the weekend. This includes the Wasatch Front and the southern mountains walking away as the big winner as we get through the next couple of days We could see places like the Pine Valley Mountains and Bryan Head flirting with 4 feet of snow. That's a lot. We've got to be careful there. 30s and 40s for daytime highs as cooler air eases in. Can't rule out a thunderstorm in southeastern Utah, way below average on the I-15 corridor, and maybe some mixed precipitation in some of our mountain valleys. As we look at St. George, the next 7 days brings rain for the next 2 scattered showers. Friday becoming more isolated. Saturday drying out for Super Bowl Sunday. Here's the Wasatch Front. Rain with scattered showers, becoming a little more isolated as colder air moves in. Drier trend for the weekend, and we quiet down, but it's going to feel chilly, going below average towards the end of this week. We just hit 54 today, and we're talking 37 on Friday.